I don't know how many of you have come across these statements, made by Ukrainian supporters. They claim that Putin said he was going to conquer Ukraine in 3 days. It's not true. Vladimir Putin never said he was going to conquer Ukraine in 3 days. If you really watch, before the day of the invasion, when Putin made a video, he never mentioned anywhere that he was going to capture Ukraine in 3 days. No. He threatened countries who would support Ukraine. That was all. Now, they pull up some video. The video was way back in 2014 when the Russians first went to Crimea. That was when Putin said if he wanted to take Kiev in 3 days, he could have done that. And that was way back in 2014. And many European leaders will agree to this, or military analysts and military experts will agree to this, that back in 2014, if the Russians wanted to take the Ukrainian city in the matter of 3 days, they could have done that. And that is why, according to Angela Merkel and other European leaders, that is why they decided to agree to this whole Minsk 1 and Minsk 2. They used the Minsk 1 and Minsk 2 to buy time for the Ukrainians so that the Ukrainians could build their army. Because back in 2014, the Ukrainian army was in a terrible state. So if Putin said back then that he could take the Ukrainian city or Kiev in 3 days, he was 100% right by then. But when he was going into this war in 2022, he knew exactly what he was going to face. By the way, it was rather, you see, they have turned the whole narrative to make the Russians rather look evil. Are you aware that it was rather Ukraine who was trying to invade Crimea? Because the Ukrainians believe that Crimea still belongs to Ukraine. So they prepared, there were tanks and armored cars on the way to invade Crimea. And the Russians also considered Crimea as their territory, because in 2014, remember, the Russians just didn't annex Crimea. That was not what they did. There was a referendum. A referendum was held, and the people of Crimea voted and said they wanted to be part of Russia. Now, according to UN, if a group of people vote that they want to be part of a certain country, they have the right to join that country. Many independence analysts will tell you this, that the Crimea Peninsula, they have voted, I think, about 3 times, and whenever they vote, over 90% votes that they want to be part of Russia. But in the first 2, the Russians rejected. They rejected because they didn't want this whole war with this Ukrainian. They tried preventing it. They anticipated the future. They knew that the moment they take Ukraine, it was going to come with sanctions and other stuff. So they never wanted to take Crimea. But in 2014, Putin said something. He said, look, we are not going to repeat the same mistake that we did in Second World War. What mistake was Putin talking about in 2014? He was talking about this guy. What is his name? I've forgotten this guy's name. Oh, the leader of Russia in Second World War. What was his name? Stalin. Yes, good, Stalin. You know, when the Nazis invaded Russia, Russia was completely unprepared. Stalin was warned that Hitler will invade Russia. And Stalin kept saying that no, Hitler is not going to invade Russia, because of the relationship he had with, Hitler. So he thought Hitler would never invade Russia. But little did he know that the Nazis were going to invade Russia. Little did he know. So he was trying to prevent that from happening, because history has proven that if you don't attack first, your opponent will attack you first. We call it preemptive strike. For those of you who don't know, by the way, it is approved in UN Security Council. preemptive strike is normal. It is 100% approved. If a different country is preparing to attack you, you have every right to attack that country first. And by the way, the Russians just didn't wake up and decided to go into Ukraine just to attack them. That was not what they did. No. The Russians wrote to UN, they wrote to the Americans, they wrote to European Union, and they were asking them to address these whole security issues, to address this whole issue of NATO, but they kept provoking them. They kept giving them the middle finger. And boom, Putin realized that, look, and the night of the invasion, no, before the night of the invasion, you know what Putin did? Putin went to China. He anticipated that once he invaded Ukraine, it was going to come with sanctions. He went to China, decided to connect the Russian economy to the Chinese economy, because he knew very well that the West was going to try to destroy the Russian economy. I have said this multiple times, that the West actually don't have any plan militarily to defeat the Russians. All they have in their cards is sanctions, because sanctions has always worked. When the West disagree with you, what they do is they sanction you, destroy your economy. After destroying your economy, what do? Your economy will collapse, and eventually your war machine will definitely fall. So that was exactly what they were trying to do to the Russians. But Putin knew this. He's smart. I keep saying this. A smart leader is a leader who is able to foresee the future and predict what will happen ahead. Well, this video is getting too long and I have to end it here. I don't know. If you enjoy the history lesson, please, once again, you know how we do this. Where are you watching this video from? I want to know how many people watch this video to the end, because this video is very long. It only takes real subscribers who love you to watch such a long video till the end. So guys, please let me know down in the comment section which country you are watching me from. Shalom. See you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to hit on the like button, by the way. Hit on the like button and subscribe to the channel, right? To all my loyal followers, respect to you. Shalom.